wanted to be extraordinary. When I was younger, I watched people on television and imagined that my life would one day be just as interesting and fascinating when I became an adult. I wanted to know 5 languages, top the class, and at the same time, be a renowned musician, like the main characters we read about in storybooks and novels. Obviously, that didn't happen. These big ambitions and goals were slowly overshadowed by the mundane tasks of everyday life. And more often than not, I found myself simply struggling to stay afloat. It was one late night during an otherwise ordinary day when I was 27, scrolling through my stories, watching how everyone else's life seemed to be so much more extraordinary than mine, that a question quietly crept into my mind. Is this it? Shouldn't I be doing something bigger by now? It dawned upon me that I didn't become the extraordinary person I wanted to be. In fact, I turned out to be extremely ordinary. I was an average kid with average grades, average looks, and now an average adult, spending my 9 to 7 in a lab as an average research student and an average employee. My achievements are a blank page, waiting for a story I thought I should have written by now. Being ordinary is a strange place to stand. I am always balancing between letting go and trying just a little harder. I can't find peace in giving up, yet still cling to the delusion that trying a little more might make me special. There is a quiet resistance in me, an unwillingness to accept an ordinary life. My parents tell me I can be the cream of the crop. My boss tells me I can do more. Society whispers, you're not enough. And I wonder if the problem was never about being ordinary, but needing to be more. Because there's really nothing wrong with being ordinary. Yet, we are constantly told to be special, to stand out, as if being ordinary is something to be ashamed of. It's not that I have never imagined a different version of my life. Being on the dean's list and wrecking the bell curve, becoming that PhD student with a few first author papers everyone knows, having 1 million views on my YouTube videos. But there can only be one sun in the sky. And still, the clouds, the waves, the gentle breeze, the birds in the background, all belong to the same picture. I have lived in Singapore for 27, going 28 years now, and I have never watched a sunrise like this. It seems like an ordinary life still holds moments I have never bothered to see. For the past 2 years, I have been so consumed by my PhD that most of my days blurred into the same rhythm. Work, sleep, and work again. It is easy to believe that the pursuit of an extraordinary life means pushing further, achieving more, becoming someone remarkable. But it can also begin in quieter ways. In March, I'm going on a hiking trip in Malaysia that starts at 2:30 AM in the morning. I have no idea how I'm going to handle it, but maybe doing something unfamiliar, something slightly uncomfortable is already a small rebellion against the monotony of my life. So today I started training at Bukit Timah Hill, the highest hill in Singapore, standing at only 164 meters above sea level. Perhaps the highest place I will ever reach in life is not the peak I once imagined, but the quiet ground of being ordinary. You might feel the same, you might not. I didn't make this video to encourage one to become extraordinary, but to admit something I have been reluctant to accept. That I am ordinary, and that being ordinary is a place most of us eventually arrive at. In a world that is impatient and unforgiving, the hardest thing seems to be learning how to be gentle with yourself. So please do that, because no one else will. To be special demands comparison, proof, and endless effort, but to exist without constantly justifying our worth feels almost rebellious. But if all things have their place, then being ordinary is simply mine.